60, Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 60 Football Academy and 60 Equipment. Played at the University of Colorado from 2004. 6 years in the National Football League on both sides of the football.
That was his dream to play for Colorado.
McChesney grew up in Colorado, always wanted to be a Buffalo, has had a great career.
I'm Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. That is Coach Prime. We're at the University of Colorado. Brother, thank you so much. Happy Friday. I'm your host, Matt McChesney. This is 0 to 60. Bailey's on the ones and the twos. We have a lot to talk about today. Hope everybody's Friday is going good. I went and looked at a new 6-0 today, and dog, this new place is going to be so fucking sick. Everything on site, just all the bells and whistles, sexy as a motherfucker. So, yeah, feeling pretty dangerous today on this Friday. So hold on to your ass.
Let's get into it. Happy Friday. We're in the building, and we got a lot to talk about here. Go ahead and pound that like button, subscribe, become a member of the Dungeon family here at 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage. Matt, how you doing here on this fine Friday? New facility at 6-0. That's going to be exciting coming this spring.
Not bad. You know, I can't complain, I guess. Rolling. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday. Let's get into it, Matt. The thumbnail states changes are happening for Coach Prime in Colorado, Matt. And it starts at Coach Corey Phillips, who leaves to go to Memphis, Colorado's director of player personnel the past 3 seasons. Matt, what are your thoughts on this move here? Colorado will be promoting Darius Darden-Fox to take over Coach Corey Phillips' role as director of player personnel. What are your thoughts?
I wanted to see changes, and there's changes happening. I'm happy for Corey he got the job. Cool. I mean, you're the general manager now. That's an upgrade. Memphis got a new coach, Coach Huff, who's a good dude.
Charles Huff.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. He's from that area. I'm pretty sure he's from Tennessee, so
right.
That's cool for him. Box, I don't have much of a relationship with, but now he's the personnel director, not the scouting director, or not the recruiting director, excuse me. Right? Isn't he the pro personnel director?
DPP, so
that's cool. That's an upgrade for him too. So yeah, man, these are, promoting from within. That's kind of Coach Prime's thing, and this is a good job for Corey also, who did a good job for the Buffs, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I think Coach Prime. I wish that Coach Prime relied more on him being him with recruiting than he did them who are them. Does that make sense? Coach Prime is him. I wish he relied more on him, because then I think we would get multiple 5 stars every recruiting cycle rather than relying on them. who aren't him. Does that make sense? I know I'm talking in tongues right now, but that's just what it is. It's Friday. I think Coach Prime could be the best recruiter in the entire country if he wanted to be. So I don't really care who has these jobs. I'm excited about the phone call I got with Marion later. I'm excited about that because I know that he, get on the phone together and listen to what he has to say and his philosophy. He can listen to what I have to say and my philosophy, and then he can make a determination on how hard he wants to recruit the room. Jackson Roper was just in here doing film for an hour and a half, looking good, feeling good. We'll recover. There's a ton of talent in this room and a fucking ton of it. I mean, just this next group and the group after that, Nick's class, so 27, 28. I don't know. There's 15 Division I offensive power 4 linemen, and most of them are going to be Big Ten SEC offers. So I'm excited about that conversation. I think that, the work ethic and the want to be the best that Marion possesses, I hope that it sparks something in all the other coaches in the room to not just be satisfied with where they're at, but to actually go chase where we could go. I hope that's what these hires and changes promotes and sparks. Being intricately behind the scenes on the NIL front and the payment of players and keeping guys here in the transfer portal, because the transfer portal is fucking crazy and it is absolutely fluid, and one thing happens one day, one thing happens another. A lot of money getting thrown around, a lot of numbers. There's if CU wants to compete, on the national level for national level players, you got to spend money. That's what it is. Because good players on bad teams get big contract offers to go to good teams and help them win. Listen to what I just said. Good players on bad football teams are being tampered with like never before and offered more money to go to good teams and help them win. So that's something that CU has to overcome. And that's the jobs of everybody that's in that building. So, I know this is a dead period from a high school recruiting standpoint, but this is the most alive period in the world when it comes to tampering and placement and the transfer portal. So I don't want to hear any of this. We don't have the money shit. Shut up. Shut up. We've got the money. There's plenty of money.
There's no doubt about that.
There's plenty of money. I don't want to hear any of this pitfalls and shortfall bullshit anymore. We got the money. Go spend it. Maximize all your scholarships. Maximize your roster from a personnel perspective. And let's see what we got. So we'll see. Time will tell if these moves are good or not.
Yeah, I mean that's all I can say here, harp on it, break down where they've been, what they do, but time will ultimately be the tell as to these moves, especially in recruiting and whatnot. But I think overall, I think I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure you are hearing how that goes with Marion later and just how Colorado approaches high school recruiting in general going forward. Because I don't know, I think leading portal heavy. If we have another 40, senior class again, 40 player senior class again that's portal heavy, that seems to be a recipe for disaster. Matt, let's go to your Jets here. Your Jets got a new starting quarterback this week, Brady Cook, former Missouri quarterback here. Tyrod Taylor, Justin Fields are injured. Your Jets take on the Jags, I believe, in Jacksonville, and you got a new starting quarterback. Are you excited?
Oh yeah, I'm thrilled. I thought that this kid should have been playing a while ago. We talked about this guy a while. Why the fuck isn't Brady Cook getting an opportunity? And now he is. big opportunity, kid. Let's see if you can go take advantage of it. I mean, look, the Jets are an absolute disgusting mess.
Yeah.
Especially offensively. They are so bad. So, bro, this is so fucking hard to like. So hard to like root for this team consistently, bro. It's so hard. Like I want to not care, but I just not me. I care. I want them to win. So I like watch their games and like I just want you to understand that being a Jet fan and a Buff fan all at the same time is like making me hate football sometimes. It makes me hate football sometimes. I love football, but I hate it so much sometimes. Like some people, like I wonder what weekends are like when you're like a Oklahoma fan and like like Oklahoma and the Broncos. Like that's it. Like I wonder what that's like. Like, hey, we beat Alabama and Tuscaloosa this week. We made the playoff, and our team's fucking 11-2. That sounds pretty cool.
Pretty kick ass, yeah.
At least they got the Broncos. That's cool.
Yeah, why aren't you more happy about the Broncos, man? I haven't heard you talk
I'm pumped about the Broncos. Going to the game Sunday. I love the Broncos. They were my favorite team when I was a kid. It was an honor to fucking wear the uniform. I just really want the Jets to be good one day. You know how much shit I'm going to talk if the fucking Jets ever win anything? To Bree especially, because she just sits in my fucking ear all day and she's like, your team sucks.
Yeah.
Everyone sucks. You're never going to win. It's a joke. You might as well just fold up shop. And she's not wrong. I know the Broncos are good. I know that franchise is stable. I know they're going to win games eventually. They've had a bad couple of years, but they're pretty fucking good now. The Jets haven't been good since Joe Namath sold his motherfucking soul to the devil. They won a title in 69, dog. Like 69? That's like pre-Freebird. That's not cool.
50 years ago. It's like, fuck.
If you were born in 1969, how old are you? Because I'm 44 in 81. So that's what, you're fucking 55?
Yeah, it's certainly been a long time, but I have a solution for you, Matt. There's some news coming out from the Jets, right? So this week, obviously, we got Phillip Rivers. Here you'll see some practice film. Phillip Rivers thrown in practice at 44 years old.
He's going to get sawed in half, bro.
I think he's about to tear the Seahawks apart. But Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets, at 53 years old, former defensive back veteran, said that he is also making a return. Matt, take a listen.
Because before I get in these injuries, I think it's a huge announcement that you guys should hear. At 53 years old, I'll be making a comeback, and I'll be getting ready to play in a couple of weeks against Diggs and against Shakir in Buffalo. So.
That's your head coach right there making a return. No. But, Matt, expectations for Phillip Rivers this weekend, in all seriousness, and the expectations for your Jets against the Jags.
What are my expectations for Phillip Rivers?
If he doesn't die or against the Hawks.
The only thing I want him to not do is not die. Just don't die.
Okay.
There's no other expectation. Just don't die.
Oh, Matt, there's AR5.
Oh, with an
goggles
iPad. Look at he's got goggles on. The Colts fucking quarterback room is just a comedy of errors, bro.
Yeah, he's got goggles on. Perfect.
Look,
I don't know.
Just don't die, Phil. That's all. Just try and get out of this next month alive. Like this, honestly, this is like the it better work. If this guy dies on national TV by getting sawed in fucking half by Leonard Williams and Lawrence at the same time, like I can't. I don't feel sorry for. I felt sorry for Hamlin when it happened. I was like, wow, that sucks. This is terrible. I have no sympathy for this whatsoever. In fact, I almost hope it happens, just to prove to every asshole out there that when it's over, it's over. You're done, dog. You should not be doing this. This is very, very, very dangerous.
I mean, here he does have Quentin Nelson, right?
I don't give a fuck if he's got Bruce Matthews in every position. The only guy that's ever made the fucking Pro Bowl at every spot on the line.
Yeah, bro,
we could clone him and put him at every spot, and I would still not encourage. Okay, I just want everybody to understand something. Okay, look, the most aggressive, meanest, biggest, fastest alphas in the world play this sport, and not only is it not everyone thinks it's a freak sport. It's not a freak sport. It's a grunt sport where even the freaks are grunts. And everyone is physical, even the soft ass receivers and DBs. They're still super fucking physical too, because you can't not be, because you have to tackle people and block people. Okay. It is a young man's game. There's no way in fucking hell that I'm going to go call up 10, 15, 20 of my old buddies from the fucking playing days and the pros and in college and be like, you want to go play a football game this afternoon? Not a shot in fucking hell. Everyone would die because you're too old to do this. Phillip Rivers, this is the, I'm a prepare for the worst, hope for the best type. Like, I got a safe full of weapons and like, I wish a motherfucker would. I'm preparing for the worst. This has fucking disaster written all over it for me. I mean, absolute, unequivocally a disaster. This is awful. On the top that he could just play terribly, he could literally get fucking absolutely shit smashed and never be the same person again.
But yeah, no, for real. Now, going to Seattle, Matt, has your mind changed since yesterday? Last time we
no, absolutely not. Seattle's gonna shit stop me.
Gordon, the Colts owner.
No, she might as well fucking line up at quarterback. She might as well. I own the team. I'm gonna go play quarterback this weekend. That's how this is gonna work out.
Stop. Okay. Sean Marion on Twitter is going at Ryan.
Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
What's up?
Is Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
Oh, I heard your debate with Smitty this morning.
Because Smitty's fucking full of shit.
Smitty's full of shit. Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer. I don't really think Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer, and I think he's coming back for that reason. Him knowing that. I don't think he'd reset all that just to
what you think that Phillip Rivers is coming back just so he can go to the Hall of Fame? He better go on a run.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if he knew he was like, if it was a given, like he's going in the Hall of Fame, he's like, it's like, yeah, I'm going in there. You don't think he makes his comeback, does he?
No, because this delays it. The minute he plays, it delays it 5 more years.
So I think it's Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls against Brady. I don't understand how Smitty's going to argue that.
Because Smitty doesn't know shit about shit. That's why.
That's an argument I've literally had with Smitty for years. That specific one.
He thinks Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer.
Eli and goddamn Phillip, bro.
Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? Seahawk fan? You can just say no. It's okay.
I just have to say no, but he's like, it's borderline. He won damn near 2 Super Bowls, Matt. Like,
well, he only won 1. If he would have beat Brady and Manning back to back,
let's see when he comes. I gotta think.
But no,
I want to see how it plays out with Russ.
And the fact that he's been such a fucking douchebag for like 7 years straight, that doesn't help either. Mr. Unlimited, what a fucking idiot.
I know you're a massive fan of that, Mr. Unlimited.
But I will say this: he's banging Sierra. I'm not. So fucking you're not. JB's not. So he must be doing something right. Fuck.
Yes, for real. Matt,
TJ Watt. I'm sure macaroni and cheese time is weird when she yells, "Future!"
Yeah. See. Yeah. That is a. I couldn't.
And all he thinks is past. Fuck.
Matt, TJ Watt underwent treatment on Wednesday. We heard the story come out that he was going to the hospital with a lung injury. We didn't really know too much, but we kind of inferred Tyrod Taylor had something similar happen 8 years ago with the Chargers. They played Herbert, and the rest is history. But now it's come out that TJ Watt was undergoing dry needling and treatment, and they punctured his lung according to J.J. Watt. He's unlikely to play Monday against the Dolphins. I mean, from what I've read from multiple doctors on Twitter, including Dr. Jesse Morris and others, he could be due to miss some significant time. This is, pretty significant. I don't know, a hole in his lung. From what I understand, there's got to be a tube in his lung and different things. Like, I don't know, Matt. What was your reaction to seeing this?
Be careful who you let stick fucking needles in you. I mean, what? There's so many like different witchcraft fucking therapies, right? Dry needling and cupping and fucking hot stones and cold rivers
so
and
many
ice
different
plunges and I'm gonna fucking dip my balls in coconut and well, maybe that's not never mind. That's not one of them. I just look, man. I'm sure that this is nothing a shoulder rub and a blowjob couldn't have handled, but he decided to go get acupuncture from fucking Jack down the street. So that's now his lung's punctured. So I'm sure he could have just gotten a fucking shoulder rub and a blowjob and everything would have been fine. But no, now he's out for the playoff run. So I'm not real big on like just experimental therapy shit. I don't need to be more if you ever been needle, that shit sucks, dude. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to like solve. If it hurts more, I'm out. I don't want my shoulder already hurts. I don't need you to stick 19 needles in it and then like move them around. If you feel this, do you feel it? Yeah, I can fucking feel that, dickhead. I'm alive. You're sticking needles in me. No, fuck this. This is a bad idea. He should sue.
Yeah, I would be pretty pissed off if this happened from fucking dry needling. I read Dr. Jesse Morris talk about how he does dry needling, but he does it with the ultrasound and how it's possible that this happened because whoever was doing it didn't have to do an ultrasound in order to apply the dry needling or whatever. Personally, with these remedies that you talked about, all the crazy stuff, cupping, etc., I only do the fucking sauna, Matt. I don't fuck with the ice or none of that shit. Fuck that. I never did. I only like the heat, but I don't know. The dry needling, yeah, I don't. Not my speed,
I like the sauna and like jumping in the ice, but I'm not doing that shit anymore. For what?
I don't do the ice, dude. It was always a bitch doing it playing. Fuck that.
Here's my therapy these days. You want to know my therapy these days?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's called a blunt.
That's
I get home and spark and put my phone down. That's my therapy.
God, that sounds like some pretty good therapy.
It sounds awesome because it is.
Now let's dive into Heisman finalists here. I got Jeremiah Love, Fernando Mendoza, Diego Pavia, and Julian Sayin in the top 4. Jacob Rodriguez, Texas Tech linebacker, I know got a lot of love in the Heisman run as well. Finishes at 5 outside of the top 4. Part of me thinks he should be in there over some certain players, but we'll see. Jeremiah Smith, Gunnar Stockton, Trinidad Chambliss. You got Caleb Downs, and then Haynes King at 10. We will find out tomorrow night about the winner. Matt, if you had to predict it and for yourself, who's your Heisman winner? For me personally, part of me says Pavia. My gut says Fernando Mendoza. What about you?
Pavia ain't winning. The Indiana quarterback's winning the trophy.
That's who I think should win it. My gut says who will actually win it is probably Pavia.
Pavia's not winning the trophy.
They might give it to him, man. I don't know.
They gave it to a guy outside the fucking playoff last year. They're not doing that again. The Mendoza kid from Indiana is winning the trophy. He won it in the Big Ten title game. And he really won it with his super Bill Nye fucking nerd speech afterwards. Every nerd on earth was like, oh my God. And all the nerds in the Heisman voting were like, oh my God, he's like us. So he just applied his inner nerd and it worked. And that's cool. I like nerdy motherfuckers at quarterback as long as they can lead and play. I know he's going to study. That's for goddamn sure. Andrew Luck was he's a huge fucking nerd and he's pretty good. To be honest with you, the linebacker at Texas Tech is the best player in the country. And
that's what I was going to say. I was shocked he was left out of the top 4. That's a dude.
I'm kind of pissed off that he's not invited. Like, if I'm Texas Tech, that's all I needed to see right there. The whole team can get motivated off of this. That's the thing that can take them on a run, honestly. Look, if you think Oregon's going to murder James Madison, but Oregon going to play Texas Tech at a neutral site,
I'm taking
that's
Tech.
going to be one hell of a fucking football game, bro. Texas Tech's defense is real.
Yeah, I would take Tech in that game.
This guy had more turnovers in one season. This guy, he had 11 turnovers in one season. 11. That's one a game. Mm-hmm. He's like scoring rushing touchdowns and shit like that.
Yeah, put him a quarterback and stuff.
Last year the president was set with a two-way player. I think that this guy could have been like the first real defensive player to win it, but they already fucked Ndamukong Suh out of that goddamn trophy years ago. The fact that Ndamukong Suh didn't win the Heisman is a disaster. The fact that Christian McCaffrey didn't win the Heisman was a disaster. Like,
also true.
I know Derrick Henry was a great Heisman winner. That was a good year for him, but Christian McCaffrey was the best player in the country. And that's not even close. So, yeah, the Heisman people fuck this up all the time. They could probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Jeremiah Love just to appease the Notre Dame smug fucking fan base. Jeremiah Love's a bad motherfucker. He's a great player, but if they give him the trophy, it's because all the Notre Dame smug fucks decided to cry and bitch and moan.
He had a better year last year at times. I don't know, but he was also hurt, so I don't know. But I thought I don't know. I think Mendoza or Pavia. I think they give it to Pavia because they fucked Vanderbilt out of it. That's why I think it's a sympathy thing, and everybody in their mind.
Well, who did Vanderbilt lose to?
Texas and Bama.
Well, if they would have beat Bama, they'd be in.
So we're gonna put 3 loss. All right, I'm not getting it.
Hold on. Everybody's this 3-loss Bama thing. What's more impressive, winning in Athens or winning at a neutral site in a rematch? Winning in Athens, and it's not even.
I guess Athens, but also like if it's for the fucking, I don't know. It's a
rematch neutral site, bro. Look, I perfect example. In 2001, we went to Austin. They beat us 41-7. We played them again in the Big 12 title game and beat them 39-37. So it's hard as fuck to beat a team twice in college football.
I was just going to say, that is true. Oh, man. I don't know. I still think Vanderbilt got fucked out of the deal.
Is Pavia's mom going to the thing?
Oh, Matt, you bet your ass. Come on. She'll be. I bet Theo Vaughn's going to be there, too.
I like, how many people have banged his mom? Seems like a lot.
God damn it. Let's move forward, Matt. We got a lot to talk about here.
That's not a thing. Do you think Pavia's mom isn't? Never mind.
Oh, she's definitely fucking Theo Vaughn, man.
She's fucking somebody at Vanderbilt for sure.
Matt, your thoughts on Kyle Pitts' performance last night? First tight end to have $150, 3 touchdowns since our boy Shannon Sharp. What are your thoughts on his performance? As we go to commercial, we'll break down the entire NFL slate of games betting this weekend. After.
I think the Falcons have way too much talent on their offense to be 5-9. Like, their left tackle is the first fucking rounder. Their left guard, the Lindstrom guy, is the best guard in football. They've got they had a first rounder in Penix at quarterback. They got Kirk fucking Cousins, crazy fucking, ass behind him. They got a first round tight end, a first round receiver in Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algiers. They got they third in the league in fucking sacks. What the fuck is going on in Atlanta? They should be running away with this division. They have so much talent on that team, and they can't win shit. Although they did win last night.
I get it. You see James Pierce last night? James Pierce was everywhere. Every time
he was all over the fucking field.
Baker Mayfield.
So look, Raheem Morris I think he's a good coach, but I don't know if he's the right coach for this group. Just because, how do you have all this talent and you can't win in that fucked up division? The thing is, they're still alive. If they win the rest of their games, they could host a playoff game at 8-9. Because the Panthers are 7-6 and Tampa's 7-7 and Atlanta just beat them. So, yeah, I don't know, man. The NFC South is such a dog shit division this year. They're hosting. They're not getting out of the first round of the playoffs, regardless of who it is. I'll tell you what, though, the uniform matchup last night, the black against the fucking creamsicle and the old school Atlanta uniforms, the old school Tampa uniforms. That's the way it's supposed to look on throwback night. When you do throwback night and only one of the teams is in a throwback, you look like fucking morons.
Yeah.
You look like dickheads. It doesn't make any sense.
Which uniforms do you like more? Like, if I had to pick out of all these, the Bucks white throwbacks are clean. The orange are clean too, but Atlanta's is obviously with the black and the red helmet.
Okay, so throwback uniforms for me, the Bronco D is number one. It's not close. The orange home uniforms. But I also love their whites, but they haven't worn the whites in 30 years. The Seahawks throwbacks are incredible. The Kelly Greens are incredible. The Patriots fucking throwbacks are incredible.
They're sick.
The fucking Giants throwbacks with the Giant logo and the two-tone color to the uniform and the helmet is awesome.
Jags throwback.
The Jaguars uniform throwbacks are dope. I love Atlanta's throwback. The fucking helmet with the gold and the black and like there's only gold on the helmet. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I love the throwbacks, bro. The creamsicles are awesome. The Dallas Stars, the stars on the shoulders, those uniforms kick ass. I'm a huge the Niners when they wear their 1990 fucking 4 throwbacks with the two-tone numbers and the black. That shit is hard as fuck. I wish the Rams would stop wearing their stupid ass Walmart uniforms and go back to their real uniforms.
That stupid ass Walmart uniform.
I fucking hate them, bro. They're so terrible looking. Like the Rams uniforms, the Merle Olsen, Deacon Jones Rams with like the bone white and the black and the blue. Those fucking uniforms are so hard. I don't know why they don't wear those more. I think Arizona's uniforms are terrible. Atlanta's uniforms, unless they're wearing this, are fucking awful. So, yeah, there's a lot to be. The Miami Tunas are the worst fucking uniforms in football. They should have the old orange with the old dolphin. That shit is dope. The Jets uniforms are dog shit. They need to go back to what we used to wear. I don't get it. I don't know why you got to fuck something up that looks so good.
Yeah, either do it right or they do it wrong. You see the Rams rivalry uniforms?
To fight Matt. No, Mark did not show up.
What do you think? Conservative. What do you think?
He's still. I don't know where Mark is, but I'm not in jail, so no, Mark did not show up.
Oh my goodness, folks! If you guys are watching, pound the like button. 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage. We're going to take a brief break. On the other side, we're going to break down the entire NFL Week 15 slate of betting, go through all the games, get our picks for the weekend here. We already broke down Heisman and who we think is going to win the Heisman. We'll discuss Army-Navy in that game, and I know Matt and I have a lot of predictions for that, as well as the LA Bowl, the last LA Bowl. I think it's the Gronk LA Bowl. Washington and Boise State is also tomorrow, so we'll preview that and give our predictions for that. But if you're watching, pound that like button, subscribe, and become a member and hit that donation button. We appreciate you guys supporting as we head into the holiday season here. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Peace.
Whether it's offensive linemen as they work combos and double teams and also pass, pro, and punch, I think the unique physicality of this is outstanding. So much so that you can use it for your shield on punt team or as you rush in the shield. There's so many different ways that we're using it. We get better a little bit every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you because I hadn't ever thought of this, and when I saw it, it made total sense, and we're doing a great job with it. So thank you, man. Go Big Red. What this has done for us is it's allowed us to, because of the surface area, because of its firm nature, I can still strike against another player and have to use that punch just like you do on a sled. At the same time, have to time my punch because it could move. I can teach defensive linemen how to handle double teams because they can feel pressure. We can simulate contact in a safe environment in non-contact times because of this unique bag.
Welcome Welcome down here to the Lab 6-0 Football Academy, 6-0 Strength and Fitness. I am your owner and operator, Matt McChesney. I just wanted to let everybody know that 6-0 is now on Cameo. You can go on Cameo and request any tips for training, any offensive line, defensive line tips, recruiting tips. I get so many inquiries in my inbox on a daily basis about tips and can you look at my film and can you do this? Can you break down something for me? I'd love to. All right? It's like the Joker said, my man, right here. If you're good at something, never do it for free. So Cameo is now your bridge to 6-0 Football Academy. Go in, request what you want, tips, suggestions, recruiting, film, and we will make sure that you get the absolute best from the best. So check out 6-0 on Cameo at 6-0 Academy. Cameo, 6-0 Academy. Cameo, 6-0 Academy.
And we're back. Pound the like button, subscribe, become a member. Matt, let's dive into the NFL Week 15 slate here. And let's start with a game that's going to be real fucking cold this weekend. And Shador's got a real test ahead. The Browns head to Chicago to take on Caleb Williams and his painted nails and the Bears. The Bears are 7.5-point favorites at home in the cold. It's rumored to get to like -20 and shit. And the total's 38.5. 70% of the bets are on the over. Where are you at with this game, Matt? I give me the Browns plus 7.5. Let me just say that.
I mean, it's gonna be like negative fucking 25 degrees, bro. Like, this is not the over.
Oh, there's a lot of people betting the over, I guess. I don't know why.
I can't wait to watch this game. The last time these two played, it was 48-41 in Folsom, SC, and Shador threw 5 tutties and Caleb threw 6. So a little different now with the Bears and the Browns and the fucking in the cold. Another huge opportunity though. The Bears are good, but they're not unbeatable. They're trying to figure their shit out. How good are they? And Cleveland's shitty, but Shador just gives you a chance all the time. Shador's going to give you a chance to win all the time. And like Coach JB can talk shit and everybody can try and talk shit to validate the fact that they were wrong, but this kid can play. And I think he'll show it again. I don't think the cold's going to bother either of them too much. Once you start playing, it's just cold, dog. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited to see Shador. I think it's going to be like 10-7, but I think the Browns have a shot if they can play defense. Myles Garrett needs to have a fucking game this game. I mean, he needs to go after Caleb Williams. I mean, remember when Jeffrey Simmons week 1 was like, I'm going to talk trash about his painted nails, whatever, go after him? That's how Myles Garrett's got to be while getting 3 sacks because, I mean, I think the Browns got to really rely on their defense in this game, in my opinion. Any predictions or betting wise?
Bears win, but I bet you the Browns cover. I don't think it'll be a blowout by any means.
Total? I'm under all day.
Maybe 2017, maybe.
Yeah.
Like 16-13, 13-10, something like that. Just, bro, I don't see a ton of points. But then again, last week in the snow and the cold and fucking Tennessee and Cleveland scored like 80 points. So
and Burrow and Josh Allen scored a bunch of points too, I will say. I don't know. That's going to be an interesting game to watch. Give me the Browns 7.5 and the under. But that's going to be a hell of a matchup. Matt, we got some good matchups this weekend. Let's talk about your Jets, who are 13.5-point dogs, headed to Jacksonville. And like we mentioned earlier, Brady Cook is starting for the Jets here. So what are your expectations, betting predictions here? I would take the Jags personally, 13.5. But Matt, you might think differently because of Brady Cook.
I got an emergency, dude.
You got to roll?
I got a big fucking problem right now.
It's all good.
You can finish the show. I gotta go.
All good.
I'm really sorry, everyone. I apologize.
If you guys are watching, go ahead and pound that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the Dudgeon family here. I'll roll through my predictions for the rest of the weekend. Matt's got to go deal with an emergency. We appreciate Matt throughout the whole show this weekend. He'll be back Monday. But let's keep it rolling here. NFL Week 15 slate, and everyone drop your predictions down below. I'll go through the whole slate here, dive into it. But like we were talking about, Jets, Jags, 13.5-point favorites. The Jags are, and personally, I'm leaning the Jags. Sitting at 9-4, they have an opportunity to get to 10 wins and really take control of that division. It's going to be interesting with the Colts headed to Seattle, how that plays out for that division. But give me the Jags to cover. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting game for Matt's Jets with Brady Cook starting there. I think it could get ugly quickly. The total is also 41.5, so Vegas seems to think not too many points either way. But give me the Jags 13.5. Matt, let's go to the next one here. Matt's gone, but like I mentioned, give me Shador plus 7.5 with the Browns and the under in that game. Raiders, Eagles. Raiders travel to Philly as 11.5-point dogs on the road. With Kenny Pickett starting at quarterback, he returns to Philly where he was just playing the past year with Kellen Moore as head coach. Now, it's very tempting to take the Eagles here, 11.5, but something tells me something's off with the Eagles here. Something is off with them. They're starting to unravel a little bit. We're starting to see it. We saw it last week. I think that's a lot of points here. I lean Raiders 11.5. I don't know if they win the game, but I think Kenny Pickett coming in, Brock Bowers is playing from what I understand, and as long as Brock Bowers is with it, he is their offense. Him and Genty, but really it's Brock Bowers. I lean Kenny Pickett. I rock with him. Raiders 11.5 in that game. Total's also 38.5 here. A lot of low totals for this week here as we get into December here, get into the cold. And everything's cool with Matt, just dealing with some personal stuff here. We appreciate all the kind words and the support and whatnot. Looking at the chat here, Bailey, why JB hate Prime and 12, but he stayed talking about it for content? Well, Lawrence, everybody talks about fucking Shador and Dion for content. That is the talk of town. Do I agree with JB's opinion on Shador? Hell no. I've had him on my show for years talking about this, going at him about Travis Hunter, who he said was going to be a bust, etc. I don't necessarily agree with everything he says, but you know what? Time will tell who's right and not right in that. I don't sit here and go at him and whatnot. You know how he is. He believes what he believes, and you can either agree or disagree with it. Dude, I'm gonna ban you fucking idiots just talking shit in the fucking chat like Matt do. Cardinals, Texans 9.5-point favorites. Texans are rolling here. Probably got the best defense of football. God damn, they got Will Anderson, Stingley on defense, and they're playing really, really well, holding teams to not a lot of points here. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray's done for the year. They got Brissett at quarterback here. I tend to lean Texans here, but this is kind of an interesting matchup though. It's going to be interesting to see if the Cardinals can put up some points. I would, if I'm looking at the DFS side, I'll look at Michael Wilson for the Cardinals. Maybe looking at him. Brissett seems to like to get him the ball, so maybe look at Michael Wilson. But give me the Texans to cover in this game. As long as they offensively can get it done. Defensively, I'm not worried about them. They seem to hold teams to no points anyway. Let me know your thoughts on that though. Continuing throughout the slate, Bills, Patriots. This is an interesting matchup. The Patriots, I mean, it's the lines. It's a pick 'em essentially, basically even on the line. Patriots host the Bills. Totals 49.5 here. Seems to be a lot of points coming for this game. I lean over in this game. I think both teams are going to put up some points here. Drake May. We'll see if they run the ball with Stevenson and Travion Henderson, but I lean over in the total here. I also lean Bills money line in this game. I think Bills. I think Bills need this fucking game. They can't afford to lose this game here. But I had to also be Vrabel going 2-0 against them in that division this season. Put his foot down. So we'll see. The Patriots already got him in Buffalo, but I lean Bills money line on this one. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Ravens, Bengals. Bengals 2.5-point dogs at home against the Ravens. Joe Burrow had an interesting press conference this week where he came out kind of depressing. And it was kind of dark, depressing, cynical, odd press conference here. It's weird press conference. I was just taken back. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you talking like that, dog? Now, in this game, I think this is a must-win for the Ravens here. They cannot lose another game, or I think stuff's going to really unwind for them to the point where people are going to start calling for Harbaugh's job, in my opinion. Because if you guys, like, let's be real, if you're going to come after Tomlin, you guys better have that same energy for fucking Harbaugh in Baltimore. It's the same thing. If the Ravens start to go, I mean, if it starts to unravel, it could get ugly here quick. But I think the Ravens are in a must-win situation here. Total 51.5 here. Higher total of the week. I lean under on that one. I think it could be a closer game. Divisional. Cincinnati, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. Maybe snow. I lean Ravens money line and the under in that game. Let me know your thoughts here. Now, Bengals have been a massive disappointment, to say the least, this season. But they got organizational, structural issues they got to address. Let's go to the Chiefs' Queendom. The Chiefs' Queendom host the Chargers at Arrowhead Stadium. Chiefs 6-point favorites. Totals 40.5. That's going to be a tough one for the Chiefs, in my opinion. I think the Chargers give them a game. +6 on the Chargers. I really like that all day. I don't know why the Chiefs are favored by that many points against the Chargers team. I think is rolling, but I like Chargers +6 here. Totals 40.5. Lean over. Give me the over. I lean over in that one. It should be more than that, especially if both teams can run the football. But the Chiefs are so damn fucking slow with the ball sometimes. I've had some success betting under on the Chiefs over the years, I will say. But I lean over on that one. Washington, let's go to Washington Commanders. Head to New York. This is just an unbelievable football game, folks. The 2-11 Giants host the 3-10 Commanders. I'll keep it short. Give me Commanders money line in that one. Now, this is one of my games I'm excited for this week. Phillip Rivers and the Colts go to Seattle, Century League Field, or it's Lumen Field now, or it used to be Quest Field back in the day. Give me the Seahawks to cover the 13.5, unless Phillip Rivers plays for the Colts. If Phillip Rivers comes out and is starting for the Colts, give me the Colts +13.5. I would round it up to 14. That's all dependent on their quarterback situation, in my opinion. I'm going to buy into the Phillip Rivers train. Steichen doesn't just sit here and bring in that shit and just do a publicity stunt on a winning team that for nothing. I don't see it, especially when he's got Brett Rippon, who, by the way, is a Washington State high school passing record holder for a long time until the cat I played against in high school broke it. They have him and Riley Leonard on the roster. You go out and get Phillip. If he starts, give me the Colts to cover. If he don't start and Riley Leonard's out there, give me the Seahawks to blow out the Colts. So that's my thoughts on that one. No, I didn't play for JB Lawrence. I didn't play for JB. JB stopped coaching a few years before I stopped playing. Packers Broncos. Matt's Broncos host the Packers. 2.5-point dogs. The Broncos are. It seems kind of odd that they're underdogs at home, but. Give me the Packers, honestly. I think the Packers, if they can run the football at Jacobs, give me the Packers to go in there and get the dub against the Broncos here. That's going to be a good game, though, so we'll see. I'll run through these last few games here. Oh, this could be a lock pick of the week. I think the Saints take out the Panthers in a divisional matchup in New Orleans. 2.5-point dogs, the Saints are. 40, totals 40.5. Something tells me the Saints get them. I think Shook has started to get some momentum. Shook got a win last week. That's a massive fucking victory for him. Give me the Saints money line against the Panthers. That's one of my lock picks of the week. You can either agree with it or don't. Bet it if you want. It's on you, but that's one of my picks of the week is the Saints and Shook against the Panthers. I think these Shook's got some momentum, and I'm going to sit here and keep rolling with it. But we'll see. Seattle will eventually be Waste Management. Yeah. I used to play Eastern Washington University in my brief college career before I started personal training and working for Coach JB. Rams are 6-point favorites against the Lions. Give me the Rams. I think the Rams blow out the Lions, especially at SoFi Stadium. But I think it could be a real good game. One of those games where you really watch where it's like 30-24. I think it could be a high scoring, to say the least. But give me the Rams in that one. Titans, Niners. Niners are 12.5-point favorites against the Titans. Oh, boy. I would have to say Niners. The Titans are coming off a victory. I think they're safe to say they're tanking in a way, but give me the Niners with the points. Cowboys, Vikings. Cowboys are 5.5-point favorites against the Vikings and JJ McCarthy. Oof. That's a tough number. That's a tough number. I'd say give me the Vikings to cover 5.5, but Cowboys win the game. Totals 48.5. Probably lean over on that one. I think there will be some points scored. JJ McCarthy's starting to get some momentum. It's all the people that fucking hate him. I think he's starting to roll. But now last one, Dolphins, Steelers 3-point. This is Monday Night Football, so Matt and I will give our predictions on Monday. But Steelers 3-point favorites at home against the Dolphins. No TJ Watt, but I'll take the Steelers at home. Totals 41.5. I lean under. Man, I appreciate all you guys, man. I hope Matt's doing well. I haven't gotten word on what's going on with him, but I hope he's doing well. Man, I appreciate you guys. I'll actually be live tomorrow here on my channel here, Bailey Price Media, with former Alcorn State coach Leroy Frederick. So if you guys like to go check that out here, I'll go ahead and drop a link for my channel below. I appreciate it. Important. And, I appreciate all the support here for 6-0 and Matt, whatnot. We've had it's been a wild season covering Colorado and their up and down season, to say the least. But now we're getting in that time where transfer portal, recruiting season, where things start to really heat up here. And as you know, with Matt, having all of his kids, covering all of his kids and stuff, his kids all over the country, we're going to be really in covering the transfer portal in depth here as the transfer portal window opens on the 2nd. But I'll be live here on my channel tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time, with Coach Leroy Frederick here. If you guys go like to check it out here, drop the link to my channel here. I appreciate you guys supporting the show here. And man, I used to play center and guard. That's what I played. But there was no up in Colorado season. Man, there's always an up. You got to always look at the positives, my dog, because I'm not going to sit here and be negative like everybody else. Matt is negative at times too, but I'll still bring that positivity to the show. I appreciate you guys watching the show here. Shorter show, but we'll be back on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain Time here at 0 to 60, the premier show for Colorado Buffaloes football coverage. If you guys are watching, become a member and hit that donation button, hit that like button, and I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoy the weekend here. Oh, one more thing. Army-Navy, we got to talk about it. How could I forget? Game of the weekend. Army-Navy. Navy's now 7-point favorites against Army here. That number just keeps climbing up here. The total is 38.5. It's a yearly tradition. Bet the under. I also lean Army +7, but Navy's pretty good with Horvath. Part of me tells me that Navy could blow them out. But I lean under in the total here. It's a yearly tradition, and if it goes over, fuck it. It's a yearly tradition, so that's what it is. I promise you, I'm not 5'4". If you ever met me in person, you wouldn't say that dumb shit. Yeah, but I lean under in that one, and then you got the last LA Bowl, Gronk LA Bowl, the last one because they announced they're canceling it for this year. But Washington Huskies, the team I grew up watching. I believe Damon Williams is still playing for them, the quarterback. Jed Fish. They take on Boise State, Spencer Danielson, Madsen, quarterback there. Boise's 10-point dogs in that game here. And it's tough to say with these bowl games here. You don't know who's playing, who's not playing, who's into the transfer portal, who's not, who's staying, who's leaving. Part of me says take Boise +10 in that one. And it could be a higher scoring game. I think both teams can put up some points here. But Boise +10 in that one. That's going to be an interesting game here. But that's all we got. That's it. That's the college football season. So the only 2 games last weekend, Conference Championship weekend. I hope you cherish that because we're going to have a full day of college football like that. Really, I mean, you'll enjoy the playoff on the 20th or 19th, I believe, this month. But really, we got to wait till next season for a full day of college football again. But appreciate you guys. Enjoy your weekend here. I'll be live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Time on my channel here, Bailey Price Media. I'll drop that link in the chat again. I got a lot of shit to talk here. A lot more NFL talk, a lot more college football talk. Wide, in-depth range of topics I cover on my show. We've kind of taken a hiatus for the month of November here. I took over Sean Salisbury's show, Unpaved. So if you guys actually like to go check that out as well, go check out Sean Salisbury's show. Really grown his show on YouTube here the last month here. So I also produced that show. That's why I haven't been live on my channel here, getting all all kinds of messages about the show, Coach Fred. But I'll be live. Go check that out, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend of football, and we'll see you guys next week on Monday. Peace.
Welcome to 0 to 60. I'm Matt McChesney. I am the owner and operator of 6-0 Football Academy and 6-0 Equipment. Played at the University